Hello, everyone. Welcome to Everything Arsenal. It's that time. We have arrived. Champions League quarterfinal match preview. Arsenal against Bayern Munich. Our first Champions League quarterfinal game since 2010. Yep, 14 years. It's been a very, very long time. We actually, most of us fans, obviously we got to watch like Arsenal in the quarterfinals before, but don't be surprised if like there's a lot of people in the fan base who've never really actually seen Arsenal in a quarterfinal. But we are here. We are here, and somehow, unbelievable, we arrived to this game favorites to beat Bayern Munich. Like, if you had to tell me that even less than 2 years ago, I would have been telling you there is absolutely no chance Arsenal going to a game against Bayern Munich favorites. They would have trashed us. The last Champions League game we had played before this season, they thumped us in both of those games. And the thought of Bayern Munich, the thought of facing Bayern Munich would scare the hell out of us. Like, oh my goodness, Robben, Thiago, and Ribery, Lewandowski, Cruz, all these guys, Lam, they would thump us every single game. But somehow we arrived to this game, Arsenal doing really, really well in the league and Bayern Munich not having the best of seasons. And one of the reasons we're arriving to this game favorites is because of our league form, our league position. Thank you, Man United. We are now top of the table thanks to their draw against Liverpool. It's now in our hands. If we win every single game, we are going to win the Premier League. Will we win the Champions League, though? Will we get past Bayern Munich and go to the Champions League semi-final for the first time since, I don't even know, and maybe 2008 or 9 or something like that? It's been long since we were there. So I don't think we'd have gotten a better chance of beating Bayern Munich and a better chance of progressing to the semi-final because there's so many other tougher teams we'd have faced. Real Madrid would have been tougher than Bayern Munich. Man City would have been tougher than Bayern Munich. Atletico Madrid would have been tougher than Bayern Munich. So we have escaped that and we've gotten Bayern Munich. And when the draw was made, everyone was like, listen, it's still Bayern Munich, which I agree with. You can never underestimate them. You can face Kane and you can score 4 goals against you. They literally beat, I think, Mainz 8-1 a month ago or something. So they're capable of that. If you mess around, Kane and Sané could score hat-tricks against you. They're not in the best of form, but you obviously need to respect them. And we need to go there and show and prove ourselves. I predicted Arsenal to win the Premier League this season. That was in the start of the season. I did as well in November, and even after we had lost to Fulham and West Ham, I said we were going to win the Premier League title, and I'm still saying it right now. The Champions League, I predicted us to reach the quarterfinal. Let's see how it goes and then come back next season. But obviously right now, the way we are playing, the way we are defending, that defense is giving me a lot of hope. And the way Bayern Munich are conceding goals a lot these days, it's giving me a lot of hope. Can we do that unthinkable? Listen, I'll be very happy with a comfortable first leg, get a 2-0 victory, and then you go to Portugal, to Germany, and you stink out the place. You defend, you put a back five, and make it as boring as possible. If possible, even more boring than what the Man City game was. That is what we need. We just need to go through. Whether it's 2-1, whether it's 5-0, whether it's 3-1, I don't care. We just need to go through against Bayern Munich. We just need to, if we can go through. Listen, I predicted us to reach the quarterfinal. I did say when the draw was made, there is usually a chance Bayern Munich can beat us. But if they beat us like 3-2, 2-1, there's no problem. We'll be back next season. But obviously, right now, we are the better team. We have a very, very good players. They are very good players as well, international players, quality players, all that. But we can do this. We can do this. We can beat Bayern Munich. If you look at their results over the last few weeks, they lost to Heidenheim 3-2. Heidenheim, some of you have not even heard of that. I only knew about them like last season or something. Darmstadt, they conceded 2 goals against them. They conceded against Dortmund 2 goals. They lost that game 2-0. They also conceded 2 goals against Freiburg. They conceded 3 against Bochum. They lost to Lazio, conceded 3 against Leverkusen. All that is in the last 2 months. So they conceded like a minimum of 2 goals per game. And for us this year, we've scored a bunch of goals against West Ham, Sheffield, Newcastle, all those guys. And we have a very good defense. We've conceded 4 goals all year, and Bayern Munich have conceded 4 goals in the last 2 games. 5 goals in the last 2 games, 7 in the last 3. So they do concede goals. They will give us chances. If we defend well these days, I know if we score a goal, we can easily keep a clean sheet and we can easily win the game and keep a clean sheet and win the game. So it's going to be an interesting one. Bayern Munich, in terms of Champions League this season, obviously they have the heritage we don't, as people say. They did play Man United in the group stage. They beat Man United 4-3 at the Allianz Arena. So Man United went there and scored 3 goals. They beat them 1-0 at Old Trafford. They drew with Copenhagen in Germany as well. They only won 2-1 in Copenhagen. They beat Galatasaray, I think, 3-1 or something. And in terms of they also lost to Lazio. So yes, there's some games there that they won, they scored a few goals, but they still concede goals, they still give away chances. Their defense is not the best. So someone would predict Arsenal 5, Bayern Munich 1. Someone would say, listen, Bayern Munich also very good in terms of scoring. Arsenal don't have Champions League heritage. It's going to be 3-3. All that can happen. Hopefully, it's the first one. If you can get the job done in the first leg, that would be absolutely mind-blowing because the schedule that we have, crazy. Bayern Munich, Aston Villa, then Bayern Munich again, then Wolves away, then Chelsea, then potentially a Champions League semi-final there. Who knows? So it's going to be an interesting game. We've kept a lot of clean sheets recently, and in the Champions League this season, we've not considered a goal at home, so that also gives me a bit of a boost as well. We beat PSV and Lens convincingly, and also beat Sevilla convincingly 2-0. We went to Sevilla, won the game, but we lost to Lens and also lost to Porto, and also drew with PSV away from home in a dead rubber game. So in the Champions League, we've been great. Players like Gabriel Jesus and Trossard and Jorginho have been really good for us in the Champions League this season, and our squad is almost fully fit. And for Bayern Munich, they have a few players who are doubts. In my mind, they're going to play, so we just need to expect their full team. Son has been a doubt. Neuer has been a doubt. Who else has been a doubt? They've had a few, I think Mazraoui or something. They've had a few players who've been doubts. And I've seen a lot of Bayern Munich fans have gone on Twitter and stuff and looked at how Bayern Munich fans are approaching this game. And it's crazy to me that Bayern Munich fans are actually tweeting, oh my goodness, if Neuer is not there, we are finished. Like Bayern Munich against Arsenal, like there's no chance this would have happened 3-4 weeks ago. So I think they've been playing Lema and Goretzka in midfield, and that midfield has not been working for them. They've been exposed a lot of times, and that is what Bayern Munich fans are worried about. So if they play Goretzka and Lema in midfield, I think that's his name, we can take advantage of that. If you have Rice and Partey or Junior, we can take advantage of that. There's a chance they could bring back Kimmich to midfield, and then if Mazara is there at right back, there's a chance they could do that. But we need to focus on ourselves, but we need to take advantage of the weaknesses. They're conceding a lot of goals by Nick. We have to take advantage of that. And in the home game, if you win the home game, you definitely give yourself a big chance. And these days, considering we have such a good defense, we can, if in this game, you go to Bayern Munich and trust your defense. Timber will probably be back by then. Tomias is there. Kiwi is there. Gabriel, Saliba, Ben White. We are good defensively. Midfield, midfield-wise, very, very good as well. I believe in the team. I believe that we can do a job in this game, but which kind of lineup will do the job in this one? And the second leg is a very quick return. So the very next week, you're playing the second leg on the Wednesday. So let's see what will happen. If we win this game, it's going to boost us, and it makes us even bigger favorites in terms of the Premier League, even though we'll feel like we have more games to play. But the confidence it will give people, and Liverpool and Man City fans will be looking at it like, hey, these guys have also gone there and beat Bayern Munich. It will give us, many people will start believing in us, and I hope one of these trophies will come home. Imagine if both come home. That would be crazy. So which kind of lineup would I go for if I was Arteta? So this is what I would do. Goalkeeper Raya, obviously. Now the back four, this has always been the plan for me over the last 3 weeks. Tomiyasu comes in for this game at left back. Is very good one-on-one. So whoever plays there with this Nabri or Sane, I think Tomiyasu can deal with them. Gabriel, Saliba in terms of the centre-back position. Harry Kane, not easy, one of the best strikers in the world. If they can sort him out, then we have a very, very big chance. And obviously, watch out for Musiala's runs to the box. Gabriel and Saliba can't do that for us. And then Ben White at right back, absolutely no problem with him. What a guy, man. An underrated defender, man. Ben White is just incredible. Just puts up performance after performance every single time. Now, midfield is one of the positions I've really had a problem. Defensively, I knew which defense I want to go for, but midfield, Jorginho, Partey. Jorginho once again incredible against Brighton. If you put him in a game like that against Bayern Munich, the passes will be incredible. You'll play in behind them and all that. But as I said, if they have Lehmann, Goretzka, I just want us to bully them. And to bully them, I feel like Partey can do that job better. Give Partey 60 minutes, Jorginho 30 minutes. I also did say that when I did the match preview for Brighton, I said give Partey 60 minutes, Jorginho 30 minutes, and then in the other game, we give Jorginho 60 minutes, Partey 30 minutes. And ideally, I wanted it the way it has happened like this, like Jorginho against Brighton, then Partey in this one, then bring in Jorginho for the last 30 minutes to control everything. And whoever I decided to go for, I have gone for Thomas Partey in midfield. I hope he can do the job for us. It's been long since he started a game for us in a Champions League game. It's been long. Has he even ever started a Champions League game for us? I don't even think Partey has started a Champions League game for Arsenal. It's never happened. They signed that for Arsenal when you're in the Europa League. This would be the first start for him in a Champions League game. That is just crazy. Just thought about that. So interesting. The rest of the midfield, we know. Odegaard, just do your job, control everything, give those passes, shoot the ball, create chances, work with Saka, and obviously with Ben White, you already know all that. And obviously Declan Rice on the other side. And let's move to the forward line. The forward line is another position I've been like, what can we do? So this is how the rest of the team looks. Declan Rice and Odegaard in front of Partey. Bully their midfield, Rice and Partey. On the right, Saka, no doubt. Their defense has been very shaky. Alphonso Davies loves going forward. Whoever plays there, sometimes him and sometimes Guerrero, whoever plays there, Saka should do the job for us. He went off against Brighton early. We had gotten the job done early. I want Martinelli back for this game. I was thinking Arteta might keep it the same. He might go with Gabriel Jesus because Gabriel Jesus has been our best player in the Champions League this season. I was trying to find a way to fit in Jesus. I was thinking, obviously, it's either for Havertz or Martinelli. But Havertz has been playing really well and he gives us so much in terms of pressing and the aerial ability in terms of defending and attacking and just being a nuisance for the defenders. I don't think you can really take him out in the experience of the Champions League as well. I don't think you can take him out for this game against his Germans as well. So many reasons you can't take him out. So I'd keep him in the team. And then I really want Martinelli for this game with the pace and all that. But to be fair, I wouldn't really mind if Jesus starts, whoever starts on that left side, but I would prefer Martinelli for this one. Go very strong with the natural wingers in Martinelli and Saka, and then Havertz up front. And with this team, with Bayern Munich's defense conceding a bunch of chances and goals every single game, these players are able to create a few chances. And if you can take 2 or 3, why not? Like if you can take all our chances, we can easily be 4-0 up in every single game. We get so many chances. Like against Brighton, it would have been 3-0 up within the first 10 minutes. So we need to take advantage of the Bayern Munich game. I don't think it would be great to keep a clean sheet, but for me, just win the game. If you can get a 2-goal margin, great. I don't care if it's 2-0 or 3-1 or 4-2. Just win the game and go to Bayern Munich with an advantage. That would be great. On the bench, very, very strong bench. We allowed 12 subs on the bench for the Champions League. So Ramsdale and Karl-Heinz, Zinchenko, Kivio, Elneny, Jorginho, Smith-Rowe, Trossard, Vieira, Jesus, and Nketiah and Nelson. So very strong bench. If Timber is there, then obviously you can take out Karl-Heinz or you take out Elneny and bring in Tim in that squad. Jesus is an option from the bench. Trossard, a very good option. Those two will probably be the first ones to come on. Jesus and Trossard, maybe Kivio would be the third one. If you completely I don't really expect players like Elneny to play in this one, and maybe Nelson won't play in this one. But Jesus, Trossard, and Jorginho, expect them to play. And then between Kivio and Zinchenko, I'd not be surprised if one of them came in for Tomiyasu if he can't play 90 minutes. And then the fifth one will potentially be maybe Nketiah or Smith-Rowe or someone. So let's see how it goes. But I am very, very confident that this team can get the job done versus Bayern Munich. So Ryan goal, Gabriel Saliba as the centre backs, Tomiyasu as the left back, Ben White as the right back. Partey, 60-70 minutes, bring in Jorginho, Rice, Odegaard in front of him, and then Martinelli on the left, Saka on the right, Havertz up front. Very, very good team that can get the job done. Obviously, Bayern Munich, there's players you need to watch out for, especially Harry Kane. He has a very good record against us. In the Premier League, I think he's the player who scored the most goals against us in the Premier League, maybe even more than Didier Drogba, which is just absolutely nuts. So very confident for this one, but what is my prediction? Am I really that confident? Yes, not too overconfident, but I am confident. I think Bayern Munich will get a goal just because of Harry Kane, away whichever way, whether a penalty or he just gets a chance or whatever. If we keep a clean sheet against them, that will be just mind-blowing because this Arsenal team is already scaring me the way we are keeping clean sheets. If we play against Bayern Munich and keep a clean sheet, and over the last 3 games, they've scored 5 against us 3 times, that would be crazy. I think Bayern Munich will get a goal. I'm going to give them 1 goal. But we are going to go back to Germany with a 2-goal advantage. Arsenal 3, Bayern Munich 1. I never believed I would do that. Last time I got the prediction right against Brighton 3-0. I'm not going to go for clean sheet in this one. I'm going to go for 3-1. I'm going to go for King Killer Kai to get a goal in this one, Champions League experience. Saka to get in the score sheet. And I'm going to go for Odegaard to get in the score sheet as well. Come on, Arsenal. 3-1 to Arsenal. Let me know what your lineup would be. The main ones are up front and midfield. Would you start Partey with Jorginho, and up front would you like Kivio to start instead of Tomiyasu, and then up front or what would be your front three? Saka, Martinelli, Jesus, or Saka, Trossard, Havertz. So Saka, Havertz, Martinelli. There's a lot of combinations you can go for. Let me know which one you would go for. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch up with you guys on the next.